and thank you for tuning in to my About Me video. I actually made some notes of things that I wanted to tell you guys, and I only made 4 points before I was like, screw this, I'm just gonna go off my head. My name is Saraida, and it's pronounced Saraida. Think Rida, like I'm a ride for her. I don't know, Rida. We're riding, all right? Saraida. I am 29 years old. I'm a Sagittarius, which explains all the impulsive, off the head things that I post all the time. I was born in Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic, so I'm Dominican and I super represent. I was raised in South Florida. I always tell people I was raised in Miami. I was actually raised in Pembroke Pines. It's about 25 minutes north of Miami. And when I tell people, yeah, I'm from Pembroke Pines, hashtag Pines Life, they're like, so I'm like, I'm from Miami. Growing up, I was into a bunch of different things. In high school, I picked up dancing. And I actually wasn't really great at it. I was really shy, really shy. And just so you can get a background on who I was in high school, I was very reserved, like middle school. It's actually kind of weird. In middle school, they divided you by tiers based off of your FCAT scores, which is like the standardized testing of Florida. And I would always score so high. Like, I skipped 3 years of math. Looking back, I hope that they don't still do that. But they divided you based off of how well you performed in your standardized testings. And I was in the highest group. I was with the same group of people until I changed schools and went to the charter school, which was just everyone put together as it should be. And I got to high school and I auditioned for the dance team. Now, I was so bad for the auditions that they actually made me an alternate. They didn't even have alternates. Dancing was really important to me. So we didn't have any money to afford extracurricular activities. Again, we were immigrants. I was never able to enroll in any dance classes aside from the ones that I paid for myself, which I later did. I would be shy at dance practice, and then at home I would do the routine full out, but I never wanted to do the routines full out in person. It wasn't until one of the captains of the dance team at the time looked at me do a routine that I was kind of a little more confident in. This particular routine, and I'll always remember, it was look at me, I forgot. It was, the dance routine was to a song called Fantasy. I still know the whole routine. It was made by Julian. He had a thing where every dance practice he would look at someone and he was like, that's the fierce bitch of the day. And I'm like, I'm never gonna be fierce bitch of the day, I'm an alternate. But then when we were doing this routine, he looked at me and he's like, yes, fierce bitch of the day. And I was like, because that was honestly what really changed me from being awkward and to myself and not really doing anything full out to really embracing who I was. I know it sounds crazy, but I was like, I'm the fierce bitch of the day. And I hope he knows, if he ever sees this video, that he really contributed to my overall confidence with just that little comment. And after that, I just gave it more of my all. Eventually actually became a co-captain with one of my best friends for our junior and senior year. I did a bunch of dance gigs. I was in a Latin dance company called Black and Wine. They're awesome. Loved working for them. I literally danced every Friday, Saturday, and almost every Sunday for like 7 years. I also did events with other companies like Galaxy Productions. I worked for them for some time, and I did bar mitzvahs, bat mitzvahs, and just any dance gig I could really get, I was like, I'm there. I didn't really go out a lot in Miami because of this, because my Friday nights, Saturday nights were compromised with dance gigs. And I preferred it that way because I was making money. Again, like I told you, we was poor, so I was not about to afford college if I was just going out every weekend. And not to mention, I haven't been without a job since I was 13. So, fun fact there. I decided in high school I wanted to do engineering. It was like this random thought, just because I was really good at math effortlessly without trying. Like, I never studied and I was just out here passing all my exams. And I was like, oh, I might as well do engineering. Like, it's what's gonna make me the most money. I'm gonna go for it. All that to say, there were two huge different sides of me. There was the creative performing side, and then there was the super analytical, I am great at math side. So it's hard to combine the two. And throughout my life so far, I've always been trying to combine the two. I did an internship in New York with an IT company during my last year in in university. I was 23 at the time, and I decided that I didn't really want to do engineering, that I wanted to do IT. I saw IT, like the business side of IT, and just how much money you can make in IT, and I was like, screw this. I'm gonna go for an IT role. Moving to IT got me like a much bigger starting salary than it would have been if I would have stayed in engineering, which is wild to think of. I recommend, dear God, please get a mentor. I have a mentor. He's still my mentor. He's honestly, I've actually graduated him to Godfather, because at this point, I'm like, listen, like you are like a Godfather figure in my life. I go to you for any kind of advice. You are now graduated into Godfather. And I don't have another Godfather, so it makes sense in my life. His name's Elliot. He's super dope. While working in IT, I decided, after talking to my mentor and after just seeing some things, that I wanted to be in sales. Sales made much more money than IT, and I wanted to get into it, but my background is like, no, you're super technical, you can't get into sales. And I'm like, hey, but there's this complete other side of me. I definitely could get into sales. I have like the innate abilities to kind of, perform, win people over. I could do this. And everyone just kept saying no, 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 until eventually I had to figure out, honestly, corporate America, and I eventually got into sales, which is awesome. Shortly after getting into sales, COVID happened. And COVID was such an experience for me. I found that in my time in corporate America and in my time just working a regular 9 to 5, I found it hard to also explore my creative side. So I found myself signing up for anything I could. Like, let me do pole dancing classes, let me do this, let me do that, let me make sure I always go to yoga, etc., etc., etc. But I still didn't feel like all of those things were a part of me. I felt like it was something I would seek after my 9 to 5, but not that it was genuinely a part of who I was. It wasn't until I started just recording videos for my social media, I was like, finally, I'm able to showcase my creative side and work with my creative side. And I love it. You'll see a bunch of different kinds of content from me now. I do dance videos, I do regular just trends that I see, I do vlogs, I do funny videos with my husband, I do all sorts of videos. I don't think I have a niche of sorts right now, and I think that it's frowned upon. It's not, I don't know, it's just I do what I feel at the time and then I post it. I've gotten a lot of feedback about a bunch of different videos. Like, I get some people who are like, oh my gosh, you're over here twerking, me. First of all, yes, I am. Second of all, I don't think it's right of people to insult other people for their creative escape. I think that people need to sit down and kind of evaluate where their priorities are and what kind of energy they're giving to strangers on the internet. But I also feel like it is my duty now to kind of show people that they're able to have their creative side, who they are essentially outside of corporate America, and still have their corporate America identity. Right when we graduate, we feel like we have to let go of who we were before we were this corporate professional or this dentist or this doctor. And honestly, social media has allowed us to kind of keep those sides of us alive, which I super appreciate, and it's been super beneficial for me. I definitely don't care about negative comments. I have enough confidence in myself and who I am, what I do, to know that I'm not doing anything wrong. I share my content with colleagues. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong in the content I'm putting out. I do feel like some people are always going to be offended no matter what you do, just because they might be unhappy about certain things in their lives. What you put out might provoke insecurities in them, and that's fine. I completely get it. I hope everyone reaches the point one day where they're just like, go you. Especially women. I do have a passion for uplifting other women. Honestly, between us, if you've made it this far in the video, my goal in life is to have like 3 male followers. I want the majority of my followers to be women, because if we all supported each other, we would be much happier. Like, I literally live for trying to help out, for example, other creators. If I see something that I think would help them out, I'll DM them and I'm like, hey, I heard this, blah, 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 blah. I don't know if it's true. Let me know. or hey, this is awesome, can you show me how to do this, or hey, love this, etc., etc. I think we should all really try to just make like a happy social media experience for everybody. And I know there's always going to be people who are just like me, but I think that when I'm picking content to put up, there's really no rhyme or order to it. I literally will be like, you know what, let me get ready and do a dance to this song. Or wow, I love this trend. Let me just put the camera up and record it. And I don't have like a schedule. I just post things when I feel like it. There's no real order to this all. At least not the content that I post. I'm now getting a little more organized when it comes to collaborations because I am now taking a more business approach to it. But when it comes to content, it is very much what I feel inspired by at that moment. And I know that a lot of people might not prefer to see certain content, but I'm not really sure that I care because social media is an outlet for me. It is an opportunity for me to express myself creatively in a way that I don't have during my 9 to 5 for a big bulk of my day. So I'm going to continue making the videos that I feel inspired by. I feel like a lot of my followers are amazing, supportive women, and I can now say I have more women following me than men. They reach out to me, they give me advice, I try to respond to everybody. Super unfortunate as I was recording this. The last video just didn't record or disappeared into the abyss, I'm not sure, but picking up at where I left off, I absolutely value all of my followers. I think that we have the opportunity to create a community where we're uplifting each other, we're supporting each other. I know that you all asked about a corporate America video. I'll make one for you guys. You guys asked about an about me. Here I am. And I hope to continue to provide value to you guys in your lives. You guys really provide a lot of value to mine. Like, I love you guys. I love talking to you guys. You guys are my virtual friends. I really get excited about things to post to you guys because I already know who, like the immediate ones that are gonna respond to your stuff and like send you messages. I'm like, y'all are my friends. Like, how does this outfit look on me? You all are creating a amazing, genuine impact on my life. I hope I'm doing the same for yours. You can continue to expect a bunch of sporadic random videos that none of them have anything to do like the previous one. I'm joking. I will continue posting videos. I'll continue posting dance videos and vlogs and anything else that I typically do. If you guys want to see something in particular, comment it below. Comment anything you'd like to see, honestly. And just your thoughts on following me, your experience so far, being part of my little community. I'd love to hear more from you all and love to continue to grow based off of your feedback. Although I did get feedback like, I'm not gonna follow you anymore because all you do is like twerk and like da 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 da. Like, don't follow me, girl. Like, I'm not in the business of having judgmental followers because that's definitely not the community I'm creating. I think that your value comes from who you are, your intents. For me, I'm just happy. I'll just post videos and things that I feel make me happier and I'm inspired by. And I really appreciate so much that you all are on this journey with me, especially if you made it all the way to the end here. Y'all love me, low-key. Thank you. And yeah, let me know what else you'd like to see.